Hello my little makeup lovers, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing something a little different. I think on my channel I'm going to do a different series where I test other products than eyeshadows. I mean, I'm consistently going to be doing eyeshadows and eyeshadow looks and tutorials and reviews, but I want to also branch out a little bit more. So I'm gonna be testing other products, and today the product I'm gonna test is the new foundation from Revlon called Candid. I got this idea from Taylor from That Taylor. She does Foundation Fridays where she just tests new foundations that have come out, and I like that. I always liked her series. She's gone through different types of foundation. She used to have cystic acne, which made her skin more oily. And then a few months ago, she went through Accutane, and now her skin's drier. So, you know, she's kind of gone back and forth for different types of foundation she needs for herself, but she also just tests foundations, whether they're specifically for her skin type. And I like that because it gives you more of an idea. You know, maybe it doesn't work for dry skin, but it might work for oily skin, or it might work for dry skin, but not for oily. So she tests everything, and that's what I want to do. I want to test all kinds of foundation, not just ones that are specifically for myself. I personally am normal skin, bordering on maybe dry, but mostly normal skin type. So that's kind of where I'm at when I look for foundations for myself. But with what I'm going to do here, I'm going to just test foundations, and then I'm going to let you know at the end if I think it's good for dry skin, oily skin, normal skin, all skin types, that kind of thing. And that's what Taylor does. So I'm going to at least give her credit below, because she is the first person I've seen kind of consistently have a series about foundation. And I'll link her channel, but if y'all know me and you've been around, you know I don't know how to link word stiddly squat. I'm trying. I think I'm getting a little bit better. I did link my channel somewhere, and so I thought, ooh, I can maybe I can do it now. So we'll see. So again, we're trying this because I just saw this at CVS recently, and I haven't seen it much being reviewed online. Maybe I'm just crazy. I don't know. So again, it's Revlon, it's new, it's Photo Ready Candid, Natural Finish Anti-Pollution Foundation. And it says medium buildable coverage, no harsh ingredients, anti-pollution, antioxidant, and anti-blue light, oil-free. And I got mine in 110 porcelain. It is 0.75 ounces, so it doesn't quite be, it's not quite an ounce, which is what usually most foundations come in. And this was $10.99 at CVS. And that's the only place that I've seen it yet, is at CVS. So we'll see. So what she does, and what I will do also, is she tests half her side with a brush and the other half with a sponge, just to see which works out better. Sometimes some come out better with I'm just gonna move back this mop of hair, which is what I do when I put on my foundation when you don't see me. And some of them are better with a brush, some of them better with a sponge. I always usually start with my brush, and then in the end I pat it out with my sponge to get it in, but we'll do it this way. So let's see what this little thing looks like. I'm also filming an eye look right now, so I'm multitasking. It didn't say shake it. So, and that is what it looks like. It's staying pretty good on my finger. It's not moving at 100 miles per hour down my finger, so it's not that liquidy. So let's dot my face. I think I got a little too much for this side of my face. Let's put a little over here. I don't want to go crazy. So let's do this side with a sponge. I've got my little sponge here. Let me kind of dry it off a little bit. with my paper towel. I think I got it a little too damp. If you do that, it's not going to do you a lick of good. You don't want a wet sponge. You want it to be somewhat wet, but not overly. All right, so I think this is my Morphe sponge, actually. All right, so let's see how this works. I'd say I think there's a smell to it, but I think that's my sponge I just washed, because I somehow got black highlighter on it. Well, this is either very, 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 very light, or the sponge literally soaked out most of it. Let's do the other side with my brush, and let's see what it looks like with a brush, and then we'll go back over on the sponge side. All right, I can already tell that a brush is probably the best way to go. With just that little bit of product that I put over there for that leftover, it is already blending out better with a brush. All right, I'm gonna pump out another half a pump just for this side of my face. And I think the color is good. I'm more cool tone, so I usually like more of a pinker undertone. But this seems to be more of a yellow, which I've noticed a lot of foundations are. All right, maybe half a pump was a little too much. You might have to share onto the other side. Yeah, definitely this is more of a brush kind of applicant here, because this is definitely going on better with a brush than with what did with a sponge. I'm looking a little ghostly to you guys, but I think that's because of the light. Let me kind of do that. Maybe that'll help. Or maybe that'll just make me look worse. Because it doesn't look that bad in person. And this is type that I think maybe that might warm up to my skin. All right, let me put some more on the other side so I'm a little equal. And yeah, definitely, if you're gonna get this, it's definitely more of a brush kind of foundation. And also poke yourself in the eye with your own hair. Let's see. I think this is looking good down the neck. You know what? When I finish up here, I'm gonna go off camera and do all my bronzing and all that good stuff. And when I come back, I'm gonna let you know how many shades this comes in, because I literally forgot how many. I know I looked it up and then I forgot. So, because I know when I was at CVS, there was only 5 shades there, and I refuse to believe that Revlon only made 5 shades. So I don't know what my CVS is thinking. There were like 2 light shades, 1 medium kind of shade, and what they called 2 darker shades. So I'll see if I can find a picture online and put that up. Well, this is definitely medium coverage. I don't think, let me try one more squirt here. I feel like I used about 2 pumps to do my face. And I don't think it's gonna build up more than what it is. Because I think if I keep trying to build it up more, it's just gonna start looking cakey, and nobody wants that. And it did say, I believe, medium coverage, so I think that's what you're gonna get. So if you're looking for full coverage with this foundation, I don't think you're gonna get it. But if you're looking for a foundation to just kind of cover up, you know, some blemishes or some dark spots, you know, just even out your skin tone, I think this is the kind of product that this is. Now, I think I just use this to kind of, especially around my nose, I like to kind of tap it in. I also just like to tap it into my fine lines up here. I had that little red mark, and I still can see it pretty good. So take that as it is. You're definitely not gonna get a full coverage with this. I'm saying this foundation is upper light to low medium coverage. And it does say medium buildable coverage, so I'd say basically it's low medium coverage, but unless you want to keep trying to build and build, but then after you do that for a little while, I think it becomes a little too cakey. So, all right, I'm gonna go, and I'm trying to decide. It feels like it went on kind of like a moussey feel to it. And I think you need to put some powder over the top of this because it does not feel like it's set. So I think this is the kind where I am gonna powder kind of in the areas where you would normally powder. And yeah, but so far, I don't hate it. Seems okay in the nose pore so far. Usually it takes sometimes foundations just a little while to, it is transferable though, guys. It is transferring onto my fingers. So this is the kind that you're gonna get low, medium coverage, and you're gonna need to powder. And this is pretty pale on my skin, but I think when it starts warming up to it, it'll get a little bit better. So, all right, let me go and finish up my face, and I'll be back. I believe I got done with my makeup at about 1:30, and it is now about 3 o'clock. So this has been on my face for at least an hour now, hour and a half. It has settled a little bit into the fine lines, but not so bad up in the lines up in my forehead. So far, that's for my eyeshadow. So far, this is a foundation I would use again. So, and I do believe that this would actually work on a few people instead of just, you know, dry skin or just for oily. But I will let you know more a little bit that later. This does come in 31 shades, and it is going for $10.99. I look up at the Ulta site. Let me put in some of the, I wouldn't call them swatches, but some of the pictures that they show, the different shades. So let me put that up there. So those are it. 31 shades is okay. I don't think it's great, but it's okay, especially for a drugstore. Hopefully they might add some more to kind of fill in some of the gaps, because I feel some of them are kind of close together, some of those shades. But then maybe everybody's a little shade off, so maybe that will help a few people find the shade that actually works for them. So again, it's about 3 o'clock. I'll do another check-in in about 6, and we'll see how this makeup has been doing. I did put a setting spray down just to give you a heads up. I know some people test these products without putting a setting spray or out certain things. I want to do what I would normally do. At the end of putting my makeup on, I will put a setting spray on. And I think everybody does, whether you have dry skin, oily skin, normal skin, we all put some sort of setting spray on our face just for our whole face to keep it on. So, but I don't plan on, keep spraying my face through the whole day or anything like that. So, we'll see you in a few hours and see how this works out. I love how I know the English language. I really do. I promise. All right, I just wanted to get the foundation in natural light instead of under all the studio lights. Not that I have any studio lights. What lights I have are literally my lamps, but still, it gives it the same idea. And I don't think it's too bad. Again, it's not a high coverage foundation. It has not covered up my little red spot here, but it is a medium, I say low to medium build. But so far, it's looking pretty good. A little bit into my lines here, but not too bad. Okay, it's about 6 o'clock in the evening, so the makeup's probably been on 4.5 hours. So I think it's holding up really well. The foundation doesn't seem to be getting into my lines. I don't seem to be over shiny or anything. My lipstick, of course, is gone because we had dinner. But so far, so good. And I'll see you guys in a couple hours. Hey everyone, it is about 10 o'clock. So this foundation's been on about 9 hours, give or take, 8-9 hours. Sorry, I have to talk a little low because people are trying to sleep. Again, it's 10 o'clock here. I think it's getting just a little cakey in this area here, and it's getting a little oily looking up on my forehead, which is odd because I don't normally get kind of oily up there, but nothing that a good powdering and a good spritz of my setting spray wouldn't take care of. So actually, I really do like this foundation, and I will be using it again. I think it could work for all skin types. I think dry skin, as long as you put on a good moisturizer before you put this on, I think it could work for you. And I think it could work for people a little bit more oily, because obviously it's getting a little matte in some areas on my face. But I think if you put this foundation on and powdered your face and then sprayed it, I think it could work for oily people too. So I think this foundation is good overall for everyone. I do think this foundation isn't high medium coverage. I think it's low medium coverage. It sort of evened out my skin tone, but it didn't like really cover up like my little red spot here, and it didn't really cover everything up as well as I would like. But then again, on a normal day, I would apply more powder on my face than what I did, because I wanted to test the foundation out kind of on its own. Like I said earlier, I did spray once, my setting spray, but I haven't sprayed since then, so this is it. Obviously, my lipstick has gone by a long time ago. So, I think this foundation is good. I'm going to be keeping it. I'm going to be utilizing it in with the rest of my foundations. And I think that's it. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this. please let me know down in the comments if there's something more you'd like me to talk about when I talk about foundations, because I am new at this, so I want to make sure that I'm giving everybody what they need. So I hope that's good. Okay, guys, I hope you have a good night, since it's dark out for me here, but I hope you have a good day tomorrow, and I hope you have a good week, and I hope you have a good weekend. So, and I'll see you guys soon, I hope. Bye-bye.